What is up, everybody? It is Roger. I'm back again. I know I've been AFK for a little bit, but before we get started, I'm from the future because I already did the coilover install. But make sure to follow my Instagram. It's right here, 240RBZ. If you want to see anything about events here in the Bay Area or anything of what I'm doing with my cars or my personal life before YouTube sees it, because YouTube sees it like long time before after, be sure to follow me. I post everything there. Whenever I get parts for this, I post it. Whenever I get parts for that, I post it. Whenever we take any of the cars out, I post it. And yeah, don't forget to follow. And feel free to DM me if you got questions or you just want to say what's up. Alright, back to the video. 510 is getting worked on again. We're going to do some suspension upgrades. So I have some coilovers. I have a lot of parts actually. Coilovers is just one of them. But I've been just stacking up with parts, stacking up with everything. Right now I just got the subframe flipped, so motor's going to be coming in soon. But let me grab the coilovers. Here we go. It is a Techno Toy Tuning coilover. It has AGX adjustable struts. I got a good deal on Facebook Marketplace. This guy was selling his car and everything with it. So I got these. I got some idler arm. And I got a KA, but that KA is gone. I built that for somebody else. Very simple install. It sucks on old cars because old cars suck when you take it apart. But I already got the other side off. Now it is this side that we're going to put on and install. I'm going to show you guys step by step how to do it. Pretty simple. Just need like some 14s, 10, and some other shit. I'll show y'all. So let's get started. Wheel comes off, jack up the car. We're gonna take off the spring right here on the left side. Let me show y'all. We're gonna end up taking off the spring and taking off this OEM strut. The suspension's still cool on my car, but why wouldn't you want coilovers? We have to take off the axle, which is 4 bolts. We move it to the side. We're gonna take off the strut, which is 1 bolt, and this will end up dropping the control arm down. We'll take the spring out once the control arm's down. We'll put all that back together, and we got to take off the bolt that's holding up this strut. And then from there, we slide on the new coilover. 1 bolt at the bottom, 1 bolt on top. Easy peasy. No more spring and separate strut. Alright, now that I got the axle loose, you can see down here, somewhere down there, it's just 4 bolts. Those 4 bolts should be 14. They should be 14s, right? But someone decided to put 17s and 14s in mine. My other side has 15s and 14s, so it's a whole Mickey Mouse that I have going on in the rear end. I haven't taken apart the rear end since who knows when. I've never done it myself, so I don't know the last time it was redone. Axle's off. Now I gotta take the bolt off for the strut here. That'll let us lower the control arm. Once the control arm's lowered, I could take the spring off. Alright, now that you take that bolt off, that is a 14. You got a 14 up here. Right here holding it, I have a wrench on it already. You're going to take this 14 off. It is going to spin, so you're going to want to put one hand underneath to hold it, and then you're going to want to loosen it up here. If you have somebody else, it makes it easier. If not, you can do it by yourself. Okay, now that that is loose there, there's a bushing on top with the 14. I put the jack here to hold the control arm for me. I'm going to end up lowering the jack and everything should drop down. I'm going to push this off and then I'll be able to wiggle that out. So now that you have the strut out, after loosening it up and taking it out, you have this. You're going to want to push this down, push the control arm down. It's super tight for me because it's hella old. Like everything's worn out, and I'm gonna push it down and I'm gonna slide this coil out, and I'm gonna take off this bottom piece here. It's like a little bump stop underneath, because if you don't take that off and you try to lower it, your car might hit this bump stop up here. This yellow one is gonna hit the black one that's down here. Now that you got the coil out, it's right here. Like I said, there's gonna be 2 bump stops. You could leave this one here. You're gonna want to take this one out. Underneath the control arm, there's gonna be a 14. As you can tell, this is broken on mine. You're going to want to take off the whole piece. So in that way, when your car ends up compressing and you lower it, they don't hit each other. So now that you got that all apart, for these coilovers from Techno, you're going to want to take off the two nuts that are here, take off this bushing, and this is the one that's going to be going inside the car, and there's going to be one underneath. Mine is adjustable, so I'm setting it to 4. You see the arrow up here. I'm setting it to 4 on both sides. Before you put the coilovers in, let's see if I can move them. Set them both to the same height. I have them both spun up to the same height. Once I lower the car, I'll figure out what I want to do and how I want the height. But ideally, if I could start at the same point, it'll make it easier for me. Now you're going to slide it back into the slot that it was in. You're going to take the 14 with the washer that it came with, and you're going to just tighten it back up. Alright, here's a peek at that. Let me zoom in. You see how you have the bushing, that washer. The first nut is to get it tightened all the way, and the second nut is to lock it in place so then they don't spin off together. But yeah, I mean, the coilovers are pretty easy and simple to install. So that I had to do 100% off camera because it was a pain in the ass. I grabbed some channel locks on top, grabbed them here, and just full sent it at the bottom because mine are very rusted. It's terrible. It's all surface rust and dirt really here. But now that is off. It was the one that was in this little pocket here. The 14 on the bottom, you just want to grab the top. But that's pretty much it. It's literally that easy. Nissan, Datsun makes it super easy to do stuff. Even on the newer cars, it's so easy compared to everybody else's car. If you're here just for the coilover install, that's it. You're done. Do the same thing on the other side. You're going to drop the car down on the floor. My car's on jack stands 100%, so I can't do that. Drop down on the floor, see how it is where it's at. This one is kind of a lower but not slam height, and that's probably where I'm going to keep it at. But from there, you could just adjust it up and down. There's little lock rings, that gold ring that's on it. You can see it. The gold ring goes up and down, and that adjusts the height. So if you want to get the height that you need, just keep going up and down until you figure it out, and then match it on the other side. But if you're here just for that part of the video, you're good. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. If you like the video, subscribe, like, throw a comment down below. Now, for y'all that are here to learn more about my 510, I did a lot to it already. Let me show y'all. I'm going to take this cover off and show you what's already done down here. So basically, over the period of the weekend, we took the motor out. I had everything disconnected already, and it literally took us 40 minutes to take the motor out. Like, it was very simple, very easy. We took out the motor and the transmission together because if you've done them before, there's a lot of transmission fluid everywhere. We want to take the motor out, but they wanted to go together, so they came out together. Here it is, the empty engine bay. I already did an overhaul when I was building the car years ago. Suspension in the front is new. The only thing that's not new is the brakes, which need to be new. Got a coilover already there. Brakes, gotta go. I'm gonna take the hub part, everything, clean it up. Camera died. I don't know where I left off, but subframe. I got this done. If you can't tell, it's supposed to go this way. I had some guy cut it and flip the cross member, so now it's going the reverse way due to the oil pan. So now that that's all done, it's going to get thrown into the car, and I could basically put this motor in. I still have some parts that I need that convert it to a single belt, which I'll post a video about. I'm going to show you guys how to convert the belt to a single belt, so then you get rid of the power steering and it fits nicely into the 510. There's two options. You could do a new pulley system that converts a power steering into like a custom made pulley with a second belt. So basically you keep that power steering belt with the new pulley, or you can convert it to a single pulley that is just a one pulley between the alternator, the water pump, and fucking balancing one, the big one. You can see it right here, the big one here. But besides that, that's all I'm going to talk about for this video, because I do want to make a video that I break down the build and what I have plans and what I already have, because I literally have so much stuff just collecting dust, because I'm just trying to pump everything out as soon as I can. And my deadline for this is summer. Like, it's gonna be done in the summer. I'm hyped. I'm hope you guys are hyped. I saw the videos. We're killing it with the KA24 turbo swap. For now, we're going NA. Once I stock up on all the parts, next you know, blink of an eye, turbo's gonna be on, and we're gonna be running fucking like 8 psi on this 300 something horsepower. And we'll take these two on a race. We'll see what's up. But till next time, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time.